Damn, son, where'd you find this?
People don't be offended by the truth. They be offended because you called out the truth. Simple as that. They don't want to hear any other narrative that makes them look bad.
One thing I can't stand at this big grown age is somebody who act like cause and effect does not exist. Like, yes, your actions caused this outcome. Yes, what you did lit the match. Like, why are you surprised and playing victim?
Guys, Chico, they never lied.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
Mantra, slave songs, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a friend on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging the generations remember our story.
I just want to extend my gratitude. I don't know why the mic went mute like that, but basically, thank you for all your continued support. All of this wouldn't be without you. You see the title, you see the clip that's on a big screen. It's beyond just this clip itself. It's deeper than that. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna run this clip, and then we just gonna cut straight to it. Sound good? Do me a solid though. Like, share, repost. Let the people know that we are on. And yeah, let's run this real quick.
Successfully ruin and destroy his good name and career that he's been building for over a decade now in about 1 week. It only took her a week to destroy it, bro. And I came to this conclusion once I saw that he announced a new tour. He dropped a trailer for a new tour that was going to be his biggest tour yet. And when I go to the comment section, bro, it was nothing but people calling him out for being pathetic and a loser. And they weren't clowning him for being a loser because they thought he wasn't funny or he was a bad guy. No, they were clowning him for being a loser for wifing up the woman he chose to wife up, which is Jasleen. So the comment section says, tell Jasleen it's my turn on Wednesday. Bruh, put all the assets under mom's name ASAP. We had Jasleen in a full Nelson at the frat party. Another user says, so I assume majority of us is all here because of his wife. Another said, sadly, this guy's career is now over. Things become so much worse once you take a note of where the attacks is coming from. Like, the nature of the attacks are not from people who are like super red pill dudes, who are like super manosphere people who follow manosphere content creators. No, These are people who are fans and listeners of Akassh. Like when you read the comment section, it's not like they're like flaunting or they're like in love with like Myron and like MTR. No, these are people who, for the most part, if this was any other situation outside of like Myron exposing Akash's wife, they would probably be on Akash's side of things in terms of opinions and philosophy 10 times out of 10. But if you read the comment section, they're like, man, hate admitting it, but Myron was right. These are people who dislike the red pill dudes who are saying, man, even we can't ignore like the absolute malarkey, hypocrisy, and the nonsense that you are tolerating that makes you look crazy. Another user says, I get depressed thinking about your situation. Let's rewind just a little bit for the people who aren't fully caught up yet on the situation. Jasleen, who's the wife of Akassh, decided that even though she has a great life, she don't have to pay any bills. He makes a lot of money for the both of them. She's well taken care of. She don't cook, she don't clean, she does nothing. She decided that living a comfortable life of luxury is not enough, but she wanted to do a podcast strictly dedicated to embarrassing her husband. For the most part, the abomination that was the Jasleen Singh podcast, disgracing her husband's legacy, was going kind of unnoticed and doing very few to little numbers at all. That's until Myron Gaines decided he was going to wake it up simply because he wanted to destroy Akassh, how Akassh tried to destroy him.
How do you and your husband split finances?
We don't.
We don't.
If you want to work, all for that. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money.
Greedy, entitled, gold-digging women ain't really breaking news out here in 2025. A lot of women don't really have any life skills and they hitch their wagon to a rich man or a man with money that they don't really like. And that appears to be the case here with Akassh and Jasleen. But the reason why people is sharing this and is going viral and crazy is because Akassh, for the most part, has been a strong advocate against the red pill community. And if you are a strong advocate against the red pill and dating coaches, then you have to be the healthy alternative. Like, you're telling the red pill dudes, women aren't gold diggers, they're good people. You guys are just running into the wrong women. And then you go out and you find probably...
This is about more than just him. Let me go ahead and put out the disclaimer real quick. This is for educational purposes. This does not reflect the views of anybody other than myself. You might think something differently. I don't expect you to agree with anything that I'm going to say here within this conversation. My only objective is to give my own point of view on what I am noticing. And what I am noticing is a few things. One, this is either a publicity stunt or these are beliefs that this archetype of woman really believes, and this is exactly how he feels, right? Ayesha Curry has been dragging Steph Curry through the mud for years. Steph Curry handles all of his issues behind closed doors, and I absolutely think that is a great way to do it. Frankly, none of your business should be public. All of it should be private. There's absolutely no reason why any of your relationship should be on display for the entire world to see, period. Keep that away from them. Why is that? Most people on the internet are just looking for something to get a laugh out of, or it's a distraction from their own life. You are their dancing monkey. You get in front of the camera, you put all your business out there. We back here with our popcorn, our juice, our soda, our dinner for the night, our lunch. We're walking around at work. We're in the gym with our headsets on, and we have a show on where you're basically putting all of your private life on Front Street for folks who don't know nothing about you. We don't know if you really mean the stuff that you say out your mouth. We don't know if you hate your wife or your husband. We don't know if you're telling the truth or if they're exaggerating. We don't know other than what is being put on the camera. All we care about is whether or not it's funny or whether or not it triggers something in us emotionally that makes us want to fight and argue and have our own conversations amongst each other. A bunch of men and women who have relationship problems, or a bunch of men and women who are gurus and they have all the answers to the test. We know how to correct this problem. We know how to teach this person how to be a better this and a better that. We have all the solutions. We're either the spectator or we're the one sitting in the nice comfy couch with the pen and pad in our hand, giving all types of advice towards whoever's laying here, basically bearing their soul out. I hate being in this space where you got all of this celebrity, all this fame and this fortune, and what you do with it, you mismanage it. You're absolutely telling me that some things just aren't as important as they should be. Your home should be covered and protected at all costs. It should never come second to nothing. This right here, you turn the camera off, everybody goes about their day. You turn this camera off, you turn your phone off, guess what? The world still moves, it still rotates. You still got to get up in the morning and go to work. You still have to pay them bills. You still have to deal with your partner or your child or your coworker. You still got responsibilities. You're too public. You can't help being a great basketball player. You get paid to entertain and do what you love. That I get, which is why I respect to a certain extent what Steph Curry does. He's not arguing with people in the comment sections and Twitter and Facebook and Rumble and all. He's not going back and forth over none of this stuff, even though he know that man, Akash know exactly the conversations that's being had. Everybody is speaking on it from YouTube to fucking Instagram and Twitter. Everybody is talking about this shit. You see what just popped up on my screen. I made that post on TikTok months ago, but people are still talking about it. That video right there was about Ayesha Curry. I should bring it up. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I got time today. I'm going to bring that one up. Let me see something. This is my point. First of all, if you're a comedian, I get it. If you have to deal with hecklers, I get it. That's inevitable. That's a part of your job description. You know what's not a part of the job description as an NBA player and as a comedian? Was not on up for debate as far as I'm concerned is your spouse, the one that you put a ring on, you spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on, the one person that is supposed to be your your safety net, supposed to cover you and keep you protected and give you softness and all of these beautiful things. That person is not supposed to get on camera and basically rip a new one at you. There's no fucking way. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Let me see something.
Maybe it's
I'm gonna run this one real quick. Shit like this is not supposed to happen. I get interviews. I get people want exclusives and they want to talk with you. What I don't get is a lot of the conversations that these women have online. And when you get the backlash for it, we're supposed to just feel sorry or give empathy towards it because you're a female, but you don't understand that the power of the tongue is real, and the things that you say out of your mouth will severely hurt your partner in the long run. Let me play this one. I did this one a while ago. Hold up.
It's just me. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I would think that you were my enemy if you went to social media or you went on a number of different platforms and told the world basically that I wasn't even initially your option. I don't know if I could ever look at you the same or treat you a certain way. Ayesha Curry, you've been kind of digging at your husband for a long time. We just forgot about it, but you've been coming at him and you've been doing it in like subtle ways, throwing jabs. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but this to me is a warning. Maybe he don't care. I think something ain't right.
That was a couple months ago, if that. You're getting on podcasts, you doing interviews with all these fucking people, telling them how you wanted a whole different path in life. You basically saying, oh, he wasn't really necessarily my choice, but you give all this impression that you settled with him because the fact of the matter was you didn't expect him to blow up the way he did. He did, and then you say, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and settle and lock in with him. This woman married to Akassh, you online telling the world how you was sleeping around with niggas in college. You had your shit wide open. You was bent over. You was getting fucked in all type of different positions. You can't masturbate to, excuse me. You can't play or pleasure yourself thinking about your husband. You would rather watch a movie than to even have what? Like some of the stuff that y'all say on if I'm a multi-millionaire, I put in the work, right? Nobody is making that type of money without bleeding, sweating, scratching backs, doing favors. You're reliable, you're resourceful, you have a exquisite intellect. You know how to put pieces together, you know how to troubleshoot, problem solve. Nobody makes millions and millions of dollars if they don't have the goal, the mindset, and the aspirations So if I make all this money and you, the consumer, support me based on what I bring to the world in your own way. I'm not for everybody. Just like you have people who like Pepsi and you got people who like Coca-Cola. Some people like ginger ale. Some people like Dr. Pepper. Right? I have my own brand. Now, I am in my own lane. I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm doing what works for me. If I go through the extent of providing a service based on positive merits that allow you to support because you believe in what I'm doing, why the fuck would I want any man or woman around me who speaks negatively about me, who thinks little of me, who goes out of their way to garner the attention of other people outside of my opinion, my attention, my views, my love? Why would I want you around me? And every time I'm away from you, you take every opportunity to dig and dig and dig. You're taking shots at me. You think you're being cute, but you're not really being cute. What you're doing is you're creating a space where the consumers are going to start questioning my brand. You're going to start making me look bad. Just like with them Chicago kids, when they went up there and assaulted that woman and her unborn child. And they and their parents are online with this bullshit, these fake apologies. It's no different. Them kids are a reflection of them parents. Why? Well, because everybody has said it. Oh yeah, them kids bad as hell because them parents, they ain't shit. Same thing. As a man or a woman in a partnership, it is your duty to make sure you have each other's back at all costs. I don't give a fuck if you feel like they were right or wrong. You do not go out into the public and put any type of negative nothing on their name. You don't give anybody the opportunity to look at it and say, oh, there's something wrong here. Your man is weak. Your woman is a idiot. Entertainment. All of this is entertainment at the end of the day. We don't have to go home with you. We don't have to sleep next to you. But you know, this shit opens other doors. Akassh, Steph, all four of you that's involved in this. You got Auburn Preach on your helmet. You got Myron on your helmet. You got dozens of people on your helmet. It ain't just them two, but those are the main ones right now that's in rotation. You know why? Because these are folks that are looking from the outside in. Don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me you love me and you sitting on this TV screen with Joy Taylor and you're talking about how you had sex with niggas in college. Don't tell me you love me, but you don't even think about me when you having this and that. Don't tell me this is about us. But when you're really saying basically your money is your money and our money is mine. What the fuck are you talking about? That don't make no sense to me whatsoever. And I made a video recently where I asked a question and I was curious. I wanted to know if this is all performance based or if this is really a reality. Like Akassh Singh's wife has a podcast that doesn't really do as well as they would like it to. It's going to now though, just off of the strength that she's pretty much humiliating him all over social media. But then you see people who professionally sit here for 10 hours a day scrolling the internet looking for stories. We come across this, we listen to how you speak about your partner, and it doesn't sound very positive. It's going to get dissected. And then once that triggers the algorithm, then guess what? Everybody is going to get recommended the video because it's trending. And now you got your brand new audience. Which is why I asked the question, is she just doing this because she's trying to get her viewership up, or does she really just not have much real respect for him? And then let's even go over here. And I know I'm bouncing in between different subject matters. All of it coincides. Tekashi 6ix9ine made 2 different videos. In one video, he says, I slept with Ayesha Curry. In another video, he's saying he just said that because he doesn't like the way that she treats him. Trolling? Is it trolling? Or is this his way of trying to get back in the algorithm? He's trying to find resolve. I'm live streaming. I hit you back. I'm live streaming. I hit you back. Is he trolling? 6ix9ine is a troll. 6ix9ine makes music that poisons the community. 6ix9ine, just like most rappers, their shit is toxic, is demonic, is not nothing that anybody really should be consuming, but we're going to consume it anyway because it has a nice beat to it. But the man was called a snitch. He went through the fire of being branded this and that and the third, even though people still put money in his pocket. He comes out, his house gets broken into, his mom is held at gunpoint. He's not really talking about that. We get a video of him talking about he slept with Ayesha Curry. Allegedly. He doesn't want to get sued for it. And then he retracts his statement and says, I didn't really mean that. I just said it because I don't like the way that she's treating him. All of this is mess. You know what all of this boils down to? Picking the wrong partners. Picking the wrong partners. Don't have to take my word for it. Akassh, you are attacking the wrong community, brother. The red pill community is not about bashing women. The red pill, in all honesty, the red pill community has nothing to do with bashing anybody. The red pill community is just to wake people the fuck up. Just in general, the term red pill came from the Matrix. It just got popular off of it. I know people don't like hearing that word, but that's the truth. The red pill community is just another way of saying I want to tell you the truth because people keep lying to you. Women keep lying to their self. Men keep lying to their self about the dynamics between the two. There's this barrier and this wall that is keeping folks spending all of their fucking hard-earned money on OnlyFans. Black China made a fucking living off of it. Then she quit. Catch Me Outside girl made millions off of dudes like you because you didn't understand. And then when you have that community of men who are telling you, you look fucking ridiculous, my nigga. You look dumb as hell. You spending all your bread on women that don't know you. They'll never sleep with you. They'll never give you any type of attention whatsoever. Why are you blowing your money on that when you could go to the gym, work out, you can invest your money in something that's going to make you more profit in the long term, making you more attractive later on in life? Because let's face it, if you are a guy who don't have a blue check or have a lot of notoriety out here in this world, you ain't worth a damn to nobody. Don't nobody care about you. Period. Akassh Singh is a fairly decent comedian, and I've watched a lot of his specials. He's funny. I'm not saying he's horrible. He's pretty funny. But for you to tell the world that you were a virgin and you lost your virginity to that woman right there, and that woman right there had already dozens of bodies on her. Y'all say body count don't matter? Right. Okay. Yeah, it don't matter. So she can just sit up here on the internet and tell the world how she was in love with having sex with all these white people in college and this, that, and the third. But this man, this bro, you waited all them years to get married and save yourself for somebody who was out here in the street, and you want people like me and other men to believe that you got awareness, that you know how to use your discernment, my nigga. You don't know nothing about discernment. You attacking the red pill community because they are exposing things within you that you don't like yourself. That is the only thing that I can think of. Period. You cannot sit here and tell me, man, that these folks are lying about everything that they're saying. You can't tell me that every single word that come out of these people's mouths is a absolute lie. We got Jezebel spirits everywhere. We got women who use men all day, every day. One, because they get away with it. Two, because there's no boundaries to stop them from doing what they're doing. Because men, not all, but a lot of them don't know how to deal with women like that. You don't have to believe Jezebel spirits exist, but they do. Ask Brittany Renner. Ask Drea Michelle. And a slew of other NBA and NFL athletes right now who are going through it because they decided to take someone with that experience serious. You got married to a woman who had already slept with dozens of men. Your judge of character is not that great, sir. And I say this with all love, man. You chose her because actually she chose you. It wasn't necessarily that you chose her for real, for real. Actually, she had her eye more on you than you did on her. You was attracted to her, you wanted her, but in reality, she wouldn't have fucked with you if you wasn't a comedian making bread, bro. At all. She ain't no different to me than Travis Hunter's wife. Succubus spirits, Jezebel spirits, Delilah, Lilith, both. And now your fans are turning on you. Your fans are making you out to be a meme, a joke, and all type of shit. Your fans are on your helmet, bro. Do you know video I did about Cardi B had people panties in a bunch? They were sensitive because I said basically that both of them are the reason why they're in the positions that they are. Grown ass man, grown ass woman, both adults. The comment section. Oh, you sassy, you sassy, you sassy. Right.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
No, nobody makes Cardi B a role model or a representative. Shut up. Yes, y'all do make her a role model. Yes, you do. Fuck you talking about? You got your daughters out here dressing like her for Halloween and shit. You got your kids out here dressing like Sexy Red, my nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Y'all do worship and idolize these people. Who are you lying to? Y'all worship and idolize celebrities. You treat them bigger than what they are. They're just human beings like the rest of us. Your wife would have been with anybody who had bread. She don't respect you, brother. She don't. She don't. You know she don't. You're not going to admit it though. You won't. That shit eating you up inside. I know it is. I know. Them fake laughs and all that. Yeah. Them fake laughs are to cover up the pain that you feel inside, knowing that she's embarrassing you day in and day out.
The fool. Why I gotta be the fool?
Every day you get a clip from a social media platform showing rage bait trimmed video footage of her saying how she want to get or how she used to get fucked by white dudes, and or when she talks about this or talks about that, and then you have that shit eats at your soul, bro. It do. You mad at the wrong people. The wrong people. See, Steph Curry ain't on camera every day. Not talking about this. Period. He understands what this is. He knows social media. He knows how cruel social media is, how cold and how heartless it is up here. That's why I said stop putting people in your business. Everybody should not be consistently following and keeping tabs on every single thing that you do. Your love life should be private. If you got problems in your house, that should be private. You should not be on Wendy Williams' show. You should not be on The View. You should not be on Pierce Morgan having conversations about what's going on in your bedroom. Your women are thirsty. They want their own separate identity from you. No real woman is going to get on camera and disclose the type of details that your wife has done. No self-respecting woman is going to do what Ayesha Curry has done. At all. So you got Tekashi 6ix9ine with his corny ass getting up here, want to be a street dude, but also he wants to profit off of the negative stereotypes that come with being a street dude while knowing that he's not really a street dude, inserting his nose in personal business between Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry. And then you got Akassh Singh's wife utilizing this opportunity to embarrass her husband at all costs just so that her platform can be maximized as much as possible at his expense, even though that's eating him away inside. He's going to act as if that shit don't bother him. It does. And Shannon Sharp is another example. All that money. And you still don't know how to discern. You still don't know the difference between a woman with class and a woman who ain't got no self-respect for herself whatsoever. Her soul is at risk of damnation. Lana Rhodes is rallying every single day to get her content taken off of social media. She's trying to run away from being an adult star. But I guarantee you, go back 10 years, go back 5-7 years, she didn't care. The same bullshit that Vivica Fox say, the same bullshit that Lisa Ray say, the same BS that a lot of them say when they were younger. They don't have that attitude now. This is crazy, man. I know you got folks that probably done already told you outside of social media. You got family and friends that said something to you, but you don't want to hear it. None of us typically do. When a woman and a man are locked in, the enemy can't infiltrate that and destroy it. Social media, likes and reposts, none of that shit is enough to make a man or a woman betray each other. That is betrayal. You get online as my wife and you talk about how you used to get banged out by other, we gonna have a problem. Telling your man to shut up. What? He's stupid. What do you do within the marriage? You came with all the baggage. That man was a virgin when he met you, so he say. What did you bring? You don't buy nothing. He paid for everything. You said yourself, whatever money you make, you keep it. He spend. So what the fuck do you do? What do you do? Meanwhile, on the other end of the pond, Ayesha Curry is miserable and upset that she doesn't get to explore the world like she wants to. Like, you got a bad deal. You got a good guy who takes care of you and your family. You don't have to want or need for nothing, but your flesh and your desires supersede rationality and logic, and you want to return to the world. Both of them women are sabotaging good dudes. Period. Just like you got all right, let's do this. To be fair, you got Offset. Not a very great guy. Very promiscuous. He cheated on her. He did Cardi wrong. He a piece of shit for that. He should have left her alone. But let's talk about Stephon Diggs as well. Stephon Diggs ain't no better. This nigga Stephon Diggs got kids with somebody. Wow, he just had a kid with fucking Cardi B. He a piece of shit too. Okay. What's the difference between Stephon Diggs, Offset, Steph, and Akassh Singh? That's a rhetorical question. Two different lifestyles, two different mindsets, two different views of the world. Stephon Diggs, he sees the matrix. Offset sees the matrix. Akassh Singh and Steph Curry, they don't understand it. They reject it. They don't really want to believe that what is happening, but the fact of the matter is it happens all the time. That's why Akassh Singh wants so badly to reject red pill content. That forces him to look at himself in the mirror for the reality, and the reality of it is, bro, you're getting played. She might be throwing it back. I bet you she ain't throwing it back the way that she throws it back for them college students. Bet you ain't getting it the same way that them assholes got it. Guaranteed. Women fuck dudes differently based on the type of dude it is. Period. Say I'm lying. Just because you getting something don't mean you actually like getting it. She might just lay there for you. But with this nigga, she definitely making it clap. They give a whole different type of energy depending on who you are. That woman scoped you out. She saw what type of soul and what type of heart you had. You're a good person, but you're naive as shit. And she capitalized off of it. You don't want to accept or believe that that's what happened. And if I'm wrong, then none of this exists. None of this is actually happening. I'm in the fucking twilight zone. I must be. Nobody's going to humiliate you like that on national TV. Period. That's not love. That's not a friend. Don't tell me body counts don't matter. Don't tell me your past don't matter. Stop saying that. That shit does matter. Because your past created that horrible ass attitude you got. The past is why you don't know how to peer bond. Your past is the reason why you suck at communicating. All of them experiences with different partners. You think you don't really actually believe that shit changes your psyche? So you go untouched for all these years. All these years, you don't sleep with nobody. And then she come along. How did that happen? How did that work? What was that conversation like? What do you have in common? Chameleon. She's a chameleon. A good one. Not good enough, but she's a good one. She figured out a way to finesse you. She most certainly did. She knew that she didn't have to put much effort towards getting you locked. She didn't have to work for it. I know she didn't. All she had to do was show up, look good, smile, keep these perked up, wear scantily clad clothing, laugh at your jokes. She knew you wasn't touching nobody or you've never been touched. So all she had to do was give you what you ain't had. Breadcrumb it. She studied you, just like Brittany Renner studied PJ Washington. Just like Drea Michelle. All these women going after NBA players in basketball, football, NHL, all of them, all the same. It's the same genetic code. You think their IQ is absent. They don't have no mind of their own. Yeah, it's women like her and it's women like Ayesha Curry that men need to stay away from. You need to be very cautious of. They destroy kingdoms all the time. These women destroy kingdoms every single chance they get. They come, literally and figuratively, extract, and then they remove themselves once everything begins to crumble beneath that man. Best example I can give: termites. Termites eat through the wood. Weaken it until all that shit decay. And now your floors caving in, your steps caving in, all that. It's no different. These type of women chip away at every resource that you got. And once they got all of it, they out. I didn't make this up. I'm not exaggerating. Men trash out here too. Men are definitely out here are trash as well. But we're talking about these two in particular. You got a good heart. And she played it. And she's continuously playing it right now. You probably see all the red flags. You come off as the type that know that she ain't really on your frequency, but because you horny and you've already attached yourself to her spiritually and physically, it's hard for you to break away from it. You're pretty much stuck in it. You're mad at the wrong people. You are. This ain't got nothing to do with Andrew Schultz or Myron. Put them away for a minute. Let's say they never addressed or said anything about none of this. It was still inevitable. You know why? Because she said what she said out her mouth. And if they didn't catch it, someone else was. You can't say the things that she said on camera and expect that the audience and the viewers are not taking notes. They're not jotting down. People be looking for anything to poke at. Anything that is negative, people feed off of it for some reason. And then you got content creators in general. This is how we make a living. We are always looking for something. Somebody was going to come across this. Whether or not you agree or disagree, it don't matter. When somebody would have saw what she said, they would have addressed it. Not because they trying to. It's not because they're trying to monetize off you, even though that's a part of it, because shit. But because it's an issue that happens way too often, and we are trying to address it and bring it to light, and everybody's not going to be fond of it. Who wants to be put in that type of a light at all? You've seen the comments. My brother was saying, "Oh, these are your fans. These ain't even random people on the internet. These are actually your fans that pay to come see you." They saying all type, like, come on, man. You about to lose money because of her, because people feel like they can't honor or respect you because you don't respect yourself, or your woman don't respect you, and because they got something against how she's treating you and how you're allowing her to treat you. People are going to start backing off. Nobody's going to want to pour into that. That means they putting money in her pocket, because all the money that these people are paying to come see you, guess what? You taking it right to her, and she laughing in your face. There's a lot of people out here that's not going to support that. But I digress. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about a lot of stuff. I could be wrong about everything that I see here. But there's a lot of folks who do agree. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Stop blaming red pill content, though. Stop blaming these creators. These creators ain't got nothing to do with nothing. The real reason why this community exists is because people keep getting lied to. Men keep getting lied to. All we had to do was look in the mirror and stop lying to ourselves about what we are, who we are, and treat other people better, we wouldn't be here. But since you got a world full of greedy people, and you got a world full of hypocrites and users, you're forever going to see this kind of content. These conversations will never stop. Nobody wants to get played with. Nobody wants their emotions screwed over, including you. So pretend all you want that you're not bothered. Pretend all you want that all of this is fun. Y'all just do this on a daily basis. That's how y'all play around with each other, right? Go ahead. Live in that delusion. Live in that delusion. It's not going to end well. Guarantee you more is going to come out. She can't help herself. You just gave Myron, Abba, and Preach. They just gave her more incentive to continue to do it. Shit. Perfect marketing strategy. 6ix9ine know that already. Tekashi know it. That's why he doing it. His like I could never. Your house just got broke into. Had your mom at gunpoint. You worried about Ayesha Curry? That's why I don't do the Hollywood stuff. That's why I don't worship idols. I don't support none of that. I would rather support my 9-to-5ers, the folks that ain't really got a whole lot of buzz, man. I prefer them over anybody with millions and millions of followers, because guess what? Them people who got all of them followers, they got their money. Whether or not they got it the right way or not, they got theirs. They straight. They ain't got nothing to worry about. Period. Every time I see an airplane flying, I'm like, damn, that's probably like Rosie O'Donnell or David Hasselhoff or some shit. I wonder where they are off to right now, while the rest of the United States of America is in poverty, out here struggling. I wonder where Lil Wayne and them at, while Bam was just getting evicted out their homes and all that. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on all that. Bro, I'm gonna say, I hope and pray that you and your partner get through this, because it's not going to get any easier. It ain't. Do you know how many bitter people are out here in the world that have bad intentions towards you and her? Do you know? That's why I keep saying, stop making all your stuff public, unless this is something that you absolutely asked for and you had a conversation with her and I said, look, go out there and say this and say that, and then you're going to get a bunch of people talking about you And then that's going to help bring revenue to you. Even that right there alone to me is dumb. You're not about to embarrass me so that you can make some money, my nigga. You my wife. I take care of you. Not at the expense of setting up this elaborate scheme to get more people to go over and support you. You're not about to do that. You're not about to talk to me that way on camera. You're not about to call me on my name. You're not about to drag my name through the mud. Every day or every other day, your name is popping up on my timeline. Every other day, your name is popping up on my social media, my Instagram, my Twitter. Every other day, Akassh this, Akassh that. Akassh wife said this. More embarrassing, more humiliating stuff has come out on. Come on, man. Come on. When is enough enough? When is enough enough? Please. Please. I'm like I'm almost I'm almost unremorseful. I feel bad, but I kind of don't, because like really, you know, people are trying to tell you the truth. You don't want to hear it though. Now, I don't have your personal contact or information, but I'm pretty sure there's people like Andrew Schultz and them. I'm sure they could pick up a phone and call you before they get up here on the screen and do this. Like a real friend or something like that. I would think that they would speak to you directly instead of coming here for this. See, I don't have that luxury. I can't do that. So figure it out. You're gonna learn the hard way, or maybe I'm wrong and the rest of the world is wrong in our assessment. Maybe none of us really know what's happening. That's a thought. Get you some. Yeah, I need to go to marriage counseling or something. Really, this ain't it. Putting your entire life. I never condoned or thought it was a great idea to put your public life out there for any, like, no. The more and more stuff come out, the more it's going to hurt your last name, bro. Every time you do a show, because you know comedians get heckled all the time. So every time you have a comedy show now, you're gonna have to deal with that. You're gonna have 1 or 2, 3 people paying tickets just to go there and harass you about your wife. You're gonna have to deal with that. But don't worry. Give it a couple more weeks. Give it a couple more weeks. I'd say even before December 15th or so. You got a little time. Give it a few more weeks. There'll be another story. They won't be talking about this so much. We'll end up revisiting this next year in January or February. Once we get another topic that got everybody going back and forth over it, it's going to distract. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, them Epstein files, the more these Epstein files drop, the less attention is going to be on you. So you'll have some time to kind of try to recover. People forget. They're like, we're not going to forget, but we're just going to be like, oh, I remember that. I wasn't even thinking about it no more. I'll say about January or February or something. People are going to get bored with that, and then they're going to come back to this. It happens all the time. You'll be all right. All right. But you need to do some soul searching, brother. You ain't got the confidence that you think you do. You're not as conditioned and have the tough skin that you think you do. You hurting. You hurting on the inside, bro. I know you are. Because I would feel some type of way if my spouse did that to me. You can't get rid of that. Them videos are forever. Just like Lana Rose thinks she can get rid of her shit. Nah. That footage is up forever. So you want to have to figure out how to handle this situation, man. I'm not even supposed to be involved in this. This not even supposed to be national. Shout out to the people in the building. Blessings to everybody who pulled up. My final thoughts. I want to say this. At some point, we're going to have to realize that all attention ain't good attention. Some conversations should not be discussed. The dynamics within the household, within marriage, have dangerously shifted. Ladies, this is not how you treat your man. This is not how you build him up. This is not how you take care of your man. Fellas, this is not how you chastise your woman. This is Akassh, bro, you are addressing the wrong people. Your attention should not be here. Your attention should be at the house. If I was you, I wouldn't even acknowledge or address anybody who is speaking on it. That's my rational side saying it. My selfish side says go ahead and respond to everybody, because that means that more income comes to us. We can make more money off of you beefing with all these people. Keep on and going back. Keep doing it. It helps us. But the human side of me is like, nah, bro. You got to protect your peace. Addressing the media is not going to change the reality that you deal with daily off screen. No. You're feeding us with all of this. Take care of home. Don't worry about the rest of the world's opinions about your relationship, if it's real or if it's superficial. Don't worry about us. Worry about dealing with what's going on at home. Drown us out. Because most of us don't even care. Most of us are just making a living off of you. There's a lot of us that's just here authentically trying to get you to understand, like, there's something here that you ain't really trying to face, and you got to, bro. But again, I digress. I'm about to get up out of here. I got another show later on at 8. If any of you are available to hang out with us tonight, I got a whole crew coming. That's going to be a good show. Tap in with us. I don't know where you're watching from, but I thank you for being here. If you could pull up to the YouTube, hit that bell, hang out with us, join these conversations. 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Save the date. And yeah, do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, peoples.
Mantra, slave songs, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I, my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired as a friend on a slack real week. I haven't been getting sleep.